You know, with the way application development has evolved, containerization has become almost as essential as the code itself, and orchestration is key to managing these containers effectively. Let's dive straight into how Kubernetes, this open-source container orchestration platform, brings a ton of goodies to the table. It's not just about deploying, it's about automating and scaling container management across Windows Server environments. Trust me, you don't want to miss this, especially if you are a senior cloud architect eyeing a modernized Windows Server approach. Alright, imagine this setup where all your containers are not just running but dancing on Windows Server seamlessly with Kubernetes. What you have here is not just a cluster, it's a dynamic, self-healing infrastructure that would make your head spin. The cool part: you don't have to learn a new operating system or rewrite your applications. It's like inviting your existing containers onto an elevator that only operates within the Windows ecosystem, but it's elevating them to new heights of performance and reliability. Now, the architecture is beautifully simple when Kubernetes and Windows Server unite. The Kubernetes master, running on one control plane, manages the scheduling of container workloads. It's where all the control magic happens. The nodes are Windows servers hosting your actual containers, and they're kicked off by the schedulers. Think of them as diligent busboys waiting to serve your container requests. Stepping through the setup, if we're talking the nitty-gritty, there's this thing called the Docker for Windows that serves as the bridge. It's where your Linux containers are born on Windows, thanks to the WSL2 or something called Docker Desktop for Windows. From there, deploy your containers on Kubernetes. It's like your containers never really left their homes. And remember, for this orchestration, you need to have Windows 10 with the WSL2 feature enabled. You want the full experience of Kubernetes within the Windows realm. Now let's talk about security within this Windows-powered Kubernetes symphony. Windows Server with Kubernetes keeps tabs on everything happening in the background, all thanks to its built-in security model. It's got you covered with fine-grained access control and role-based access for policies that ensure even your least trusted container only interacts when invited. Not to forget, it's keeping things tight with role-based access control and service roles. Scalability? Oh, Kubernetes is where it's at. Imagine your application traffic like a flock of birds. One day, it's just a few here and there, the next, there's a surge. Kubernetes effortlessly scales up, adding more containers to handle the load without skipping a beat. And when the traffic dies down, it scales down, maintaining those sweet efficiency vibes. Networking and storage. Kubernetes wields them like maestros conducting an orchestra of resources. It lays out the network fabric, ensuring your containers are well connected. And then there's storage, especially persistent volumes, so even when you bail on a service, your data stays safe. It's giving your containers a place to lay down for the long haul. And you haven't heard the half of it yet. Kubernetes makes the whole management and monitoring setup a breeze. For anyone out there watching how containers are getting the treatment, Kubernetes dashboard is there with open arms for monitoring and getting a heck of a visual when things go wonky. Plus, community solutions like Prometheus or InfluxDB can join in, bringing a whole new set of eyes to the table. But here's the best part: troubleshooting. Enterprises are dealing with complex dependencies, right? Kubernetes makes it fun. Tools like Kubectl and Kubesit become your trusty sidekicks, sifting through logs and watching for alerts. Advanced troubleshooting? Just slap in some kubectx and Kubens or dive with kubefm if the issues are too sneaky for plain old debugging. Now, let me be real here for a sec, we ain't just talking shop. For real. Enterprise-grade deployments, you need some serious architectural know-how, a robust disaster recovery plan, and a keen eye for the best practices. You need to know what to look out for too, like resource quotas and namespace strategies, and those things, my friend, are gold dust for an IT pro. Let's nail this to perfection with the savoir-faire of seasoned pros. And you think this is a one-way street? No. Kubernetes is an ongoing journey with new horizons. Stay on top of Kubernetes best practices, updates, community experiences, and always aim for a resilient infrastructure that can adapt. After all, IT is an ever-changing beast, and Kubernetes with Windows Server makes a hearty stew to feed it. Pick yourself a cup of this knowledge, sit back, and enjoy the ride, because at the end of the day, to make this dance, to orchestrate these containers with the fantasy at its pinnacle, and to dish out that sweet server performance with Kubernetes on Windows. Ready to take it to the next level? Visit neeraj.quizlab.io, hit subscribe, and let TechLab be your guide in the realm of container orchestration. And that's the spiel for orchestrating those containers on Windows servers using Kubernetes. Think efficiency, scalability, security, and the art of self-healing infrastructure, with Kubernetes leading the ensemble. Get ready to explore enterprise-grade deployments, roll up your sleeves, and dive deep into the container orchestra that Kubernetes on Windows promises to bring forth. Cheers to orchestration excellence. Pushpin, visit neeraj.quizlab.io and subscribe to TechLab for continuous learning and cutting-edge insights in the IT universe.